down.
Right.
Erin and I take classes together all the time, so we're happy to jump in with you.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Mel.
Ooh. How is everyone today?
Good.
Good. It's Thursday, in case you weren't aware.
I know, right?
Here in Maryland, it's supposed to start raining this afternoon. But other than that, it's going to be a lovely day. How's it going, Mary Beth?
Good. Thank you.
We'll give people a hot second. You know, it takes people to kind of a minute. Look at your python pants. Are those the ones that you and Maria were talking about?
Yep, accidentally bought the exact same pants while in quarantine.
So
Same size, same pants.
do they have the ruching in the butt?
Yes. A
So,
little bit of ruching.
little bit of ruching at the top. So the other day, now I'm aware, if you guys aren't aware of what ruching is, where the fabric's kind of folded up on itself to make it look like a ruffle-ish. And they do this in workout pants now to make your ass look amazing. Like it's ruching track. And it is what it is, just accept that that's life these days. So we were running on the bike path. It makes your ass look amazing. Like I'm not gonna lie. See, look, Amanda.
I'm gonna get some then.
Right? You got to get the ruchy pants. So we're on a bike trail the other day running, and my husband's like, "Oh my God, that girl! She's got like the worst wedgie. It looks so uncomfortable." I was like, no, that's ruche to make her ass look great. And he's like, "Well, her cheeks were like lifted. I thought the pants were pulling her apart." It's like, oh my God. Dude. So
Some of them are like really, really like serious ruching. This is more subtle. I like had to feel.
Yeah. It's some of them are like impressive, like lift. Like let's pull that apart. Welcome, Christy. We're talking about ruche pants to make people look great. Sorry, this is what it's come to. We talk about ruche pants. So I wonder where Andre's been. Anyone know?
I know he had a rough day with Nick one day.
He did. He has a very active son.
Yeah.
It is rough sometimes. I have a very unactive son, and I try to make him talk to me. So, you know, we can't all be happy all the time. So let's go ahead and we will pull up the workout. And we're going to pause it real quick. We're going to share our screen. I find if I slowly talk my way through it, it actually seems to work. Now that I've said something, it won't work.
Car accident? When you need a lawyer, you have a lawyer. It's Science and Kirk, or go to youhavealawyer.com.
Start your watch if you haven't.
Time to get started with your dynamic warm-up. You've got 5 movements, 1 minute of each, 1 full round. D, you ready to get started?
I am, let's do it.
All right, we're gonna start things off with 1 minute of a standing alternating Spider-Man. Feet hip-width apart, arms extended overhead, squeezing the oblique, making contact between the elbow and knee.
She's coming a little more straight down than I would like it. Think about being pressed against the wall and having to keep everything open.
Chest nice and tall, bringing our hands down to the ground. From here, pressing through the hands to raise the hips up in the air, straightening out your legs, working those hamstrings. Back to your starting position. Option here, use whatever squat depth you feel.
Yeah, so for those of us who don't do yoga on the regular, that big old frog squat doesn't have to happen. You're just loosening up those hamstrings.
Dog. Starting in a high plank position, pressing through the hands, raising the hips into the air, keeping the legs straight. From here, dropping your knees down, hovering, raising it back up. An option here, reduce the depth as you drop those knees down to the ground. Next up, 1 minute of an alternating wide mountain climber with a rotation. As you can see, D is rotating to the inside towards that front knee, coming back to her high plank and alternating sides.
So
An option here, you can drop that back knee if you need to. Last but not least, we're going to come down to the ground. We got 1 minute of what we're calling a scorpion. Arms extended, those toes are anchored to start things off. We're gonna raise one heel up, rotating, trying to make contact with the opposite hand, really working that T-spine, then switching sides. An option here, reduce the range of motion, trying to reach to the hand, find what's available.
It's all about keeping your chest as close to the ground on that one and not just rolling over for funsies. Okie doke, standing alternating Spider-Man, let's go. There you go, guys. Remember, it's about pressing those arms out. Don't let them come in through here. We've done a lot of push-ups. We really want to work on opening up through the chest. Keep it up. We're more than halfway through. Ten seconds. So again, that sumo squat to stand is all about your own range of motion. Find those feet wide, toes are turned out. Over, go ahead and bend through those knees. Take it as low as you can. Press those hips up. Again, the looser we get, the warmer we get, the easier this is going to be. That's why we have 1 minute. Do not race yourselves through this exercise. So as we straighten those legs, I want you guys to stop thinking so much about knees back as I want you to think about hips up. Don't worry about straightening the legs. If we think about lifting the hips to the sky, the legs are going to start to straighten on their own. We got about 15 seconds. Five seconds. We're going to take it into that downward facing dog. So think of plank position, lift the hips up to the sky, and then we're just going to bend the knees like we were going into almost that, what do we call it, blast off push up, and then returning it to the sky. It's about just straightening through the legs. Same concept as that last exercise. Work on opening through the armpits. There you go, a little more than halfway through. If it's too much on the knees, we can always reduce that range of motion. We have just about 10 seconds. So again, we're going to come into that wide mountain climber and turn towards the knee. If we need to, we can take that opposite knee down. So step the left foot forward, raise that left arm up. And step that right forward, raise that right arm up. Try to get the foot to the outside edge of the hand. Halfway through. Ten seconds. So make sure as we come into that scorpion kick that you got a little bit of room. If we have tight lower backs, let's lay it down on our tummy. Just reduce that range of motion. Again, it's not about letting those shoulders lift off. It's about reaching through the lower spine. If you can tap the toe down, groovy. If not, it's okay. Almost halfway through. Thirty seconds. 15. Last 5. The only thing we're going to need today for the workout is a mini band. If you don't have one, that's perfectly okay. Stand it up, shake it out. We'll watch the Red Bull commercial. I'll go ahead and talk about our workout today. So 4 blocks in total. We have 1 cardio at the beginning and 1 cardio at the end. That first block is going to be the longest one. We got 12 minutes of fun. It's going to be 4 exercises. We're thinking about like a base, a push, and an all-out kind of concept. So exercise number 1 for 30 seconds is just going to be to march in place. All we're going to do is step, march in place. We're going to look super cool like little toy soldiers. We are then going to take it into that jump rope, that pretend jump rope. Katie, you're so good at that. Ooh, Nelly. Then we're going to take it into our speed skaters, hopping it 1 foot to the other, drive it through. And then last but not least, we're going to take it into our incline mountain climbers. So she's going to use that chair that she has next to her. You guys can use the couch. You can use an ottoman, whatever you got close by. And we're just going to drive that knee up. Technically, it's a running man because there's no toe tap, but that's okay. So what's going to happen is we'll have 30 seconds of marching in place, 60 seconds in that base, 30 seconds in our push, and 30 seconds in our all out. We're going to repeat it 4 times. Then we'll have a 30-second recovery walking around the room. It'll make sense once we get into it. So 12 minutes of fun. Let's get started. We're marching in place. All we're doing is marching in place, starting to warm those legs up. Think about this being that walking warm-up on the tread. In about 10 seconds, we're going to take it to that pretend jump rope. I'm telling you, I'm worse at pretending with the jump rope than I am with that regular, even actual jump rope. Keep it up. And jump rope. If jumping's not for us today, we can always take it into a forward back step. We can always just give it a little bit of a hop, whatever works best for you today. "60 seconds here in our jump rope. Finding it challenging but doable. Feeling that heart pump it up. About 30 seconds. "15, we'll find those speed skaters. That heart rate's gonna start to crank up. You know, by that 15-second mark, you gotta start to feel really uncomfortable. Let's take it up in 3, 2, 1, speed skaters. If we need to, we can take it into that reverse lunge or even a lateral lunge and open it up here. All kinds of options, as long as you guys are getting uncomfortable. 15. Then we're going to take it right into those incline mountain climbers. If you don't have anything to put your hands on, that's perfectly fine. You can always take it down to the ground and just mountain climber from the floor. 2, 1, right into it, mountain climbers. Come on, guys, this should feel like an all out. We need to be really uncomfortable. We're halfway. 5 seconds. And done. We have 30 seconds to rest. Do not stop. Do not stand still. Just kind of move gently around the room. Grab a little drink of water if you need to. We have 1 done. 3 more to go. So again, we'll start with that march in place, getting our body used to moving. Remember, it's not an aggressive effort. It is just starting to make our hips thinking about moving again. And march in place. Again, guys, take a little look at the picture. She's not moving terribly fast. She's just starting to get her body ready. Look at that speed compared to the speed skaters. So we don't need to march in place with ferocity. We just need to get ourselves in that right mindset. 2, 1, we jump rope. Your board staying in that same place, you can slightly jump rope forward, slightly jump rope back, feel a little sassy and take it side to side. But you gotta keep moving, guys. So you gotta keep moving. Think of this again as your base piece. A little less than 15, we're gonna take it into those speed skaters. Pick up that pace, pick up that level of discomfort. In 3, 2, 1, push, come on. Light on those feet, bounce it right off. This isn't strength, this is power, let's go. More than halfway through, 10 seconds. 2, 1, right into that all out. Come on, incline mountain climbers, let's go. We're not having to hold that full plank, so those feet better be moving like grease lightning. 15 seconds. Come on, plank it out, let's go. 2, 1, and done, walk it out. Ooh. Slow walk, big deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. No puppy dog panting. Shake out those hands, roll those shoulders back and down, just like we would in any other treading block. Get those feet back underneath you. We got 10 seconds and we're getting into that march in place. Halfway through, team. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. I know it's super tempting to crank it up into that march, but remember, we're just getting our body in alignment and getting our brain to start to think about that left, right, left, right. Marching in place is for a reason. We're not just kind of holding here with time. So think about holding your belly button in, think about holding your back flat. We're just bringing those knees straight up. And jump rope. I don't know about you guys, but my jump rope is one of those fancy CrossFit jump ropes that weigh all kinds of heavy pounds. I assume the ones in you guys' hands are 20 pounders as well. Kicking ass, come on, more than halfway through. Everybody's doing double unders. It's just because I can't see you. I know. 15 seconds is just a base, and then we're going to those speed skaters. I know the outside of those butt cheeks are burning, but think about how fantastic we're going to look when they actually let us back out into the world. In 3, 2, 1, speed skaters. Again, having trouble with that speed skater, we can take it into a lateral lunge and change it up. It's all about pace, guys. How fast can you move? Come on, we got 15 seconds and we're cranking it up to that final part of this block number 3. Well, mini block number 3. And mountain climbers right into it, guys, right into it. Come on. 30 seconds and we get a break. And you got 15 seconds and you keep those shoulders forward. 2, 1, and rest. We're gonna walk it out. Slow, controlled walk. You know what that means, team? Just one more round. 3 minutes. She can't stand still either. Look at her finger, fidget her fingers. She's just like me. So hard. Okay, we're gonna start with that march in place. We got about 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, begin. I know it's really tempting to go right into it, firing yourself out like a gun, but we got time. Eyes out on the horizon. You don't need to watch your feet. You don't even have to watch the computer. I promise. I'll let you know when time's changing. We got 5 till we jump rope. In 3, 2, 1. Let's jump. You guys are fantastic. More than halfway through. Ooh. Come on, guys. The last time we're jump roping, unless this is something that you do in your regular everyday life, then I won't judge. I know. I do love an overachiever. 10 seconds. Speed skaters. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Maximum effort. Drive as far as you can. Come on, team. Come on. In 2, 1. Incline. Let's go. Drive it. 30 seconds. That's halfway. In 5, 2, 1, and done. Nice job. Why they're going to give us the 30 seconds of recovery, I don't know, but it's totally fine. Block number 2 is where we need our mini band. It's going to be for lower body exercises. So let's think something heavy. More than likely, they don't tell me where it's going to go, but I'm guessing mid-calf. We'll have 8 minutes in the block, 5 total exercises. Okie dokes. So, exercise number 1 is going to be a squat hold with a lateral toe tap wearing that mini band. So she's going to put on that mini band. She's going to stand up, mid band position. Now we're going to hold a squat. I just don't know how they're having us do it, so I want to watch it and then we'll skip through. Okay, so it's just like a side-to-side step. Don't let those feet ever come all the way together because then we lose tension. Think about the squeeze through the outside of the butt cheek. 24 in total or 12 to each side. Standing leg lift, it's kicking back. Just like we were in a plank position, it's all about squeezing through the outside of the glute. Let the heel reach out as opposed to the toe reaching out. Always thinking pigeon toe, not duck foot. We're then gonna go ahead and take it off the mini band. Curtsy lunge to a knee raise. So we're gonna step it back with that left leg reaching across behind the right, down into a lunge, keeping the chest up tall. Then that knee's gonna come up to the front. She's coming a little bit out to the side. You find what feels best for you, but think about a squeeze through the side body. 6 on one leg, we're gonna switch it up, 6 on the other leg. Static lunge to pulse. We're gonna open it up into that big old lunge. Find 6 full range of motion repetitions, and then we're going to go 12. So it's going to be 18 of total lunges on that leg before we switch to the other side. If we need to, we just reduce range of motion. Jump squats, thank God they don't have the mini band on. Drive through those toes and explode up to the sky. We are looking at 12, 12, 6 on each side, 6 full, and then 12, and then 12 once more. Any questions on our 8-minute block? Grab those mini bands, let's go. Tap it out. Nice, Christy, nice, Jess. Bev, sit it down a little bit more. There you go. It's just those tall legs and it's the angle of the computer. I know, you're in a deep squat. I believe you. 24, and then we get into that standing leg lift. Complete 2 rounds of those first 2 exercises. Then we're going to repeat those second 3 until the end of block. So once we get those mini band exercises completed, we no longer have to worry about that mini band. That makes it a little more convenient. So again, that leg lift is not a big move. Think about kicking back, but not arching through the spine. If we need to, hold your finger right here at your belly button to make sure that we're keeping the belly in as we reach the leg back. Man, those mini bands sure are effective. I know why we don't like using them in the studio. Woo! So again, on that toe tap, don't ever let those feet come together. Don't let the knees fall in. Keep pressing out on the knees to keep those legs wide. So again, 2 rounds of the mini band exercises, then we move on to that curtsy lunge. Again, it's about reaching the leg behind, but keeping the chest up. Whew. You guys in your own home, so I can't yell at you to sit down and take off your mini band. But remember, I am recording it, so if you fall while you're taking off your mini band, I will know. Okay, so curtsy lunge to a knee raise for you visual people. From the side, the left foot's planted, the right leg is going to reach behind. Hips and headlights stay facing forward, knee bends. We bring it through and bring that knee up. If we need to, we can always find a toe tap in between these for a little bit of balance control. Chest up, eyes out. Think about squeezing through the inner thighs. They are just brushing against each other. If your thighs are a little thicker like mine, they're kind of squeezing themselves together. Woo! So with that lunge, you're gonna do 6 full reps all the way up, all the way down, and then 12 pulse. So 18 total, and then we'll move on to the other side. Keep your tailbone tucked underneath, no reaching back with that duck butt. We're more than halfway through, guys. We got just 3 minutes left in this block. Ooh. There you go, friends. There you go. Oh, those jump squats are last. Whew. I think I blocked them out mentally. You got this, guys. We got about 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 15 seconds, give or take. Keep it up, keep it up. Again, those last 3 exercises we're just going to repeat. We're looking at beautiful booties today. 2 minutes of fun. Can't jump today, tippy toes are your option. You guys know that there's always ways to keep yourself safe. Ninety seconds. Nice, guys. I know that static pulsing lunge is probably the hardest in this block. Just keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Think about that carousel horse. We're going straight up and down. We got 60 seconds. Come on, guys. Constant clench. We got about 30 seconds to go. $15 seconds. Don't quit now. 5. And relax. Nice job. Block number 3 of 4. We're working here on core. Luckily, everything will be down on the ground. We will have 4 minutes of work. It's probably a goal of like 2 times through. So what's going to happen here? Hold on, I gotta get my bar. So we're going to start with a straight leg hip raise. Think about squeezing through those lower abdominals. Remember, it's not momentum. It's muscles that carry us up. We got 8 of them. Bend the knees if we need to. Bicycle crunch. It is not so much about tapping that elbow to the knee if we are closing the armpit. You want to air it out. Let that wonderful unshaven world be bared to the air. 16 total. 8 on each side. Side plank hip dip. We're going to find ourselves down on that elbow and forearm. You're going to lower it down, squeeze it right back up. Too much today. We're going to bend that bottom knee, put it down upon the floor, lift and lower. Back extension. It's going to be like the upper half of a Superman. Hands come behind the head. Working on opening through the chest, opening through those armpits. We're going to lift it up. Keep the toes down on the ground. That's what's going to help anchor you down. Think pelvis down, pelvic floor to the floor. 8 repetitions, 4 exercises. Any questions? Let's go. All of it down on the earth. I know sometimes the yoga teacher in Mel comes out. You guys hear words like earth instead of the ground, yo. There you go, friends. You got 8 repetitions. Again, I'd rather you keep yourself in a reduced range of motion or bend your knees than tuck your hands underneath your booty in that hip raise. 16 total bicycles. Try to keep those heels off the ground the entire time to challenge yourself. So again, for that side plank, if it's a little too much, just bend that bottom knee and bring that foot down to the floor. We can lift and lower from here. If that full side plank isn't quite enough, we can take the hand to the hip or even raise the arm to the sky to challenge the body. Try to keep whatever hand is down on the ground glued to the floor. Don't let it tent up on those fingertips. So if those extensions are too much on anyone's lower back, feel free to go ahead and wave me down, flag me down, just because I understand it can be a little too much. We can change it up. You can always take it into a bird dog instead, still getting those lower abdominal in the mid back exercises and strengthening work. We got about 90 seconds left. Just 90 seconds left in block number 3, and we only have one more block. Come on, guys, you got this. Oh, I keep doing way too many. There's only 8. Last 45 seconds, guys. Come on. "30 seconds between you and that core finish line. Don't let yourself give in now." Nice job, guys. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, relax it out. Block number 4, the final block before we do flexibility. We're gonna have 3 rounds through. We're gonna have a push right into a base effort, and then right into an all out. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 3 times through. So what's gonna happen? So we're not gonna go for the ad for the personal trainer because we already have one. That's convenient. So we're gonna start with a burpee. I know it's really uncomfortable, but we can pace ourselves and make it a little less really uncomfortable and find it just uncomfortable. 30 seconds in our burpee. We're then gonna find ourselves moving into jumping jacks here for our base pace. We'll have 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Then everybody's favorite, including my own, high knees. We're gonna drive those knees up to the sky, bringing the opposite elbow to meet the knee. We burn it through. If you need to, we can always just take it in that aggressive march. Do you see how she's karate chopping? No karate chopping. Keep your elbows bent at 90 the entire time. We are not the Indians fans. I'm sorry if you guys are. We're just moving on. I like Charlie Sheen as well. Any questions, guys? Let's get to it. 3, 2, 1, begin. You guys got this. I know the picture's gonna pause. That's okay. I'm keeping the time for you. I just got ahead of the gun a little bit. Ooh, I like where we froze her on the high knees though. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, team. There we go. We got 5 and we're going to those jumping jacks. 2, 1, 30 seconds of jumping jacks. It's too much on the arms, too much on the legs. We can step, we can elbow jack. Whatever it is we need to do to keep our body moving, that challenging but doable pace. 15 seconds, we'll crank it up for 30. Challenge yourself, guys. This is your all-out effort. In 3, 2, 1, high knees. Come on, 15 seconds down, pick up that pace. You know what you'd be doing on that tread. You'd be reaching for buttons and feeling like a badass. Let's go. 5. And done. Ooh, hot damn, 30 seconds. 30 seconds to breathe, and then we're gonna do it again. 2 more times. Shake it out, breathe it out, roll it out. We'll get into those burpees. Thank goodness, no push-up. 5, 3, 2, 1, push. Come on, halfway. And jumping jacks. Right into them, guys. This is your recovery. Bring that heart rate down ever so slightly. We're wearing our monitors. This is the time to go back in the green. 15 seconds, we're gonna sprint. Just like Tinkerbell, put a happy thought in your head. Let's get ready to fly. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Rock stars, 15 seconds. Pick up that pace. You got 5, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, hot damn, we got 30 seconds. Don't just stop hard. Gently walk around. Breathe it out. This one coming up, guys, it's gonna be the last one. You guys have been working hard. It's the last one. I'll give you a Coach Mel all out. If everyone else in the house is not awake yet, they will be. Let's get into our burpees, guys, in 2, 1, begin, push. Remember, just like in that pop jack, we're replacing the hands with the feet as we come into that push, or as we come into that jump. Make the effort more efficient. 15 seconds. No more burpees after 5. And jumping jacks. Again, that pelvic floor not happening. Take it right here. Find that recovery. We're going high knees. Let's go, team, in 3, 2, 1. Come on. "15 seconds left. Only thing between you and the finish line is you. What are you gonna do to drive it home? 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Walk it down. Hot damn, guys. You got 30 seconds. Walk it out, breathe it out. And then we'll find ourselves down on the floor. Just stretch it out. Woo, Nelly. Ooh. Round of applause for yourselves. Little pat on the back. Nice. Okay. We're going to pause the chicas. We're going to stop the share. We're going to sit on the ground. Yay! Let's go ahead and take our feet into a straddle. Take those fingers behind. Press through the fingertips and grow long through the spine. It's okay if you can't see my head. I'm not doing anything exciting other than sitting tall, I promise. Leaving the left hand where it is. Let's go ahead and take the right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Start to hinge it forward. Take the hand to the outside of the calf. If this is the end of our stretch, so be it. We can take it to the outside of the foot. Feeling that twist through the side body, keeping that left arm straight, keeping the shoulders rolled back and down. Go ahead and sit it up tall. Right hand to the outside of the hip. Left hand finds the outside of that right thigh. Sit up tall. Hinge it forward, the outside of the right calf. Continuing to sit up tall. Can we hinge it forward a little bit more? Finding the back or the outside of that right foot. Little bit of twist. Press through that right hand. Get taller and longer. Go ahead and sit up tall. Bend the right knee, bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale tall through the torso, turn. Line the sternum up with the big toe. Row our arms and exhale, hinge it forward. Think chest up, out, and over. Finding that forehead close to the ankle, maybe even that hairline upon the shoes. Remember, it's all about dropping that right shoulder down. It's all about elongating through the spine. Go ahead and sit it up tall. We're going to take this right leg and cross it over top of the left. We're going to go ahead and take the hands behind. Lift the booty up, scooch it down towards the heels. Take the hands through the window of the legs and then roll it down into our figure 4 stretch. Feeling that opening through the outside of the right hip. Big breath in. Exhale, let everything go. We're going to release the hands from the left leg. We're going to reach both legs up to the sky. Go ahead and bend the right knee, bring it into the chest, interlace the hands on the front side of the right shin. Exhale the left leg all the way down and long. Continue to pull the right knee towards the torso and reach the left heel away from the body. So some yoga poses are really funny sounding, and they have all kinds of weird names, and some of them make me giggle more than others. This one, wind removing pose. If you toot, it's perfectly natural and it's supposed to happen. Take this right knee across the body and give it a little twist to the left. Bring it back in through midline. Hug both knees in, roll it up to a seated position. Left leg comes in, right leg goes out. Inhale tall, turn the torso, exhale, fold over that right leg. So we're now just doing that same sequence, it's just going to be on the other side. So think about dropping the left shoulder down, bringing that torso in through midline. Don't let yourself roll out and open. Go ahead and bring it up tall. We're gonna take that left leg and cross it over the right. Lift that high knee up and take it all the way down to the heels. Hands come to the back of the thigh. We're gonna roll it all the way down to the ground into our figure four. Again, tuck the chin ever so slightly to the chest. Feel that opening through the back side of that left hip. Feel the belly button pulling to the spine and the tailbone reaching the floor. We should not have an arch in our lower back. Everything is flat. Go ahead and release the legs out, extend them both to the sky, and release the fingers on the front side of that left shin. Reach the right heel up to the heavens and slow with control. We're gonna lower it all the way down. Again, do not let that lower back arch. Keep those shoulders flat to the floor. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Left hand's gonna come across, or left knee is gonna come across the body as that left arm reaches out. Recline, twist. Bring it back through midline. Hug both knees into the chest. Roll it all the way up. Shift it over into our all fours. One good cat and cow. You know I can never end class without at least one. Exhale, arch it up. Oh, really peel between those shoulder blades. Inhale, scoop it through. Roll the shoulders back and down. Really think about squeezing shoulder blades to tailbone. Neutral spine, tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the heels, downward facing dog. Walk it back and roll it up. One vertebrae at a time. We find ourselves up tall, shoulders back and down. Round of applause for yourselves. Round of applause for your neighbors. You guys did awesome as always. Christine, I like your shirt. It's really cute. It says keep calm and train like a girl. I like it.
I won
You guys are all
that.
tough cookies. Let's go ahead and take a quick picture so that you guys can get about your day, your life, the world, whatever that may mean for you. Look, Amanda, I promise you're in the picture. I see your head. You guys are lovely. Again, Erin, Jess, thanks for visiting us from faraway land.
Thank you.
Christy, I'll see you in a little while.
Thanks, Mel.
Okay, dokes,
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Bye.